All right, Roxy. Well, I am excited to hear about your journey to quit smoking. And obviously, we're super excited that you're not a smoker. So tell us, of course. So tell us, how long ago did you quit smoking?
3 years ago. So
All right.
it's been a few years.
Okay, excellent. Well, good to know. And what was your reason for stopping smoking? What was your why?
The primary reason was health, but I also really didn't care for the way it smelled. Like when you're a smoker, you get that very burnt smell to you, and it permeates everything. Like it's in your car, it's in your house. Like even though you've washed your clothes or taken care of like everything else, it just stays with you. It's on your skin.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for non-smokers, when they go into like the smoking area, you're definitely like, whoa. And
you notice it.
Yeah, you do. And I was actually a smoker like years and years. I'm a lot older than everybody, but like years and years and years ago, I was a smoker. And it's funny now, if I walk through like a smoking area, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you don't notice that when you're a smoker. And then now you're like, wow, can't believe it smells that bad. So how did you do it? How did you quit smoking?
I had a little bit of help from Joseph. He actually got me in touch with the American Lung Association, and they put me through a course. It helps you to identify, are you addicted to the nicotine or are you addicted to the habit? For me, I was addicted to the habit, not the nicotine. So I actually was able to quit cold turkey. I picked an end date and I just stopped. Prior to that, I tried to quit a couple times, but it never really stuck. But having that course really helped me because it helped to identify like what the triggers were, like what made me want to smoke. When I smoked, like how I was feeling, and I actually found that smoking for me was a stress response. Like when I felt stressed or overwhelmed, negative emotions basically, or when you get in the car, like it was a natural habit to just light up when you got in the car.
Yeah, you just do it because you're used to doing it as opposed to you need to do it.
Right. So that was a really big help for me to be able to understand the why behind what I was doing. And then understanding that, I was able to figure out like, okay, how do I stop that? Like, what do I do when I get into my car? Because you have to drive places. What do I do to stop the need to just start smoking? And the course helps. It helps with figuring that stuff out and being able to understand what you're doing.
So do you know, is that a free course that's offered? Is that a course that anybody can take, or?
It's a course anybody can take, but it is not free. You do have to pay for it. I don't know what the price for it would be now. Because like I said, that was 3 years ago. But it really did help. And it gives you access to a community that as you are learning to stop, because it doesn't have you stop right away. It takes you through a course first. And it walks you step by step through it so that you're not doing it as like a shock to the system. And then afterwards, it gives you access to like a culture or like a support group, if you will, for other people that are also trying to quit smoking, and that way you can get tips and stuff from them for, hey, I'm struggling with XYZ, what do I do?
Okay, that's fantastic. Maybe we can get some information on that course and share it with everyone at RDI. I think that would be fantastic. So, what benefits did you notice? Like when you stopped smoking, were there physical benefits? Oh, hello, puppy dog. Were there physical benefits? Were there mental benefits? Like what did you notice when you stopped smoking?
The biggest benefit that I found was my breathing. I could not really sleep a full night.
That was the biggest thing that she noticed as well.
Breathing was a big one for me because I couldn't sleep through a full night because I coughed so much.
Oh, wow.
Like comparatively from what I understand from other smokers, I don't think I smoked that much. I only smoked maybe 5 to 6 cigarettes a day. So for me, it wasn't as many, but physically, like I couldn't breathe at night. Like I felt like I was just constantly coughing and I couldn't sleep because of it. So the sleep was a bad problem because if you're not sleeping, your body's not healing. And it also takes a mental wear on you when you're not able to get the proper amount of rest. So it was just a compound effect. I was constantly winded whenever I tried to do anything physical. Now I don't really have that same problem. So being able to breathe easier and not wake up in the middle of the night coughing my head off is a really big benefit to me.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody would appreciate that.
I think my husband appreciates it too, because now he doesn't get woken up in the middle of the night from it.
Very true. Very true. So what advice, I was saying we probably have a lot of people at RDI that would like to quit smoking, that have probably thought about quitting smoking. It is tough to quit smoking. We all know that. What advice would you give to someone that is trying to quit smoking?
20 seconds. When you feel the need, desire, urge, whatever you want to call it, to go smoke, distract yourself for 20 seconds. Go do something else. It's like when you get up and you walk into a room, you're like, okay, I need to go do this. But when you get there, you have no idea why you walked into that room. It's a similar concept. When you feel the need to go smoke, turn around and go do something else for that 20 seconds. And if you still feel it, distract yourself for another 20 seconds. And it helps to reprogram your brain. Example, it's a natural thing to want to be social as a human. So for me, smoking was social. Like I would see my friends go outside to go on their smoke breaks, and I'd want to go out there with them and be social with them. But I knew that if I went out there to smoke with them, I was going to smoke, and I didn't want to smoke. So I just found something else to do, whether it be reading, finding some kind of report to get into. I personally threw myself into work because I love what I do, but not everybody's like that. But maybe it's getting into family. My mother-in-law actually quit smoking too. And her thought was, think about all the moments you're missing. So if you are with your family and you have to step outside to smoke because you don't want to be rude and smoke with them, what moments are you missing? Did you miss your child or grandchild taking their first steps because you were outside smoking? So to me, it was 20 seconds, and just continue doing the 20 seconds. And it helps with reforming any habits, not just smoking.
I love that. That's great advice. So 20 seconds, people, just remember that. Anytime you feel like you need to smoke, take 20 seconds and try to reprogram that brain. So Thank you, Roxy. We appreciate you talking to us about your journey to quitting smoking, and we hope you guys out there are successful in your journey as well.
Yep. Thank you and good luck.